Yo, what's up guys, it's X-Rays and welcome back to a new trailer breakdown. The Origins trailer came out today. I decided to talk to you guys, do a breakdown of some of the stuff I noticed, and I wanted to talk about, kind of bring you through a transition of what exactly is going on, and then we'll talk about some other stuff that I'm going to make in a future video, since there's not really a lot of time. But let's jump straight into it. First image you guys are seeing, we got the actual trenches area. You're seeing two signs. One says No Man's Land, the other one says Pump Station. I think the Pump Station is going to be a part of the Easter egg, honestly. They keep referring to it, and there's images further on where they show like this weird gigantic pump looking thing. So I think that the pump might be an actual part of the Easter egg that we have to complete. No Man's Land, of course. I'm going to make a video in the future, possibly tomorrow, where I talk about what exactly No Man's Land I think is, what I think it's going to happen there, and what exactly is, you know, the whole purpose of it. So we'll see what happens with that. Again, it'll be in the future video. So let's jump straight into it. We're going to move on now. The next image we have is of Dr. Richtofen and Dr. Maxis. It's really weird because we notice that Dr. Maxis is really old while Dr. Richtofen is really young. Now, if we all remember correctly, the official storyline says that Dr. Maxis had an assistant whose name was Sophia, and she kind of had an interest in him. I don't see how she could have had an interest in him if he was that old and he looked that, you know, well, just that weird. You know, he's got a bald head, weird long beard, and, you know, I just don't see him being distracted and having some sort of lover when he's that old, and then Richtofen being that young. It's kind of weird. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but apparently that is Dr. Maxis, and we have, again, Dr. Edward Richtofen. Now, if you guys notice in the middle, we got the area that they were zooming in. It says November 1870, which is kind of weird. I don't know what that means. It's probably just like a list of different major battles, or I don't even know why it says November 1870. I don't know. Whatever. Let's move forward now. The next image is actually, looks like a meteor that fell down. It looks similar to the one that was in Shinonuma, but it's a little different. Obviously, it's glowing blue. We've got like the weird symbols on there. You know, a ton of people are saying that the whole zombie thing is just some kind of weird alien thing that happened, and it's looking like it's going to be more and more like that. It's got some weird symbols that you would normally see like in a weird crop circle, and it's glowing. Same meteorite, and it's huge, just like the one in Shinonuma. So we'll see what happens. So the next image we got is the actual excavation point where they're actually taking out, you know, the meteorite, exploring down below. As you can tell, we got like these weird relics that they have, and they also have like these weird blue glowing things on them. So it looks like this was like some kind of landing point possibly for something. I'm not really sure, but it's really old. So it looks like this could have stemmed from a long time ago when the meteorite actually hit, and then it was eventually discovered, because we can just see how old the actual structures are. So we're going to move forward to the next image. After, you know, they're at the excavation point, everyone is kind of digging. They break into an area that eventually has zombies running out, and we see just that the actual excavation area is being run over by zombies. Nothing too special to see here. Move on to the next one. We get a picture of No Man's Land. What it looks like is a bunch of zombies running through it, and there's a couple of bodies here and there, but this is what No Man's Land looks like. So we'll move on to the next image. We have the actual zombies actually running into the people that were during the battle. So they were actually having an excavation point. They were there excavating, and at the same time they had soldiers who were kind of in the middle of war. So I guess they were kind of defending the area while they were trying to excavate and see what they could find. But as you can see, there's a bunch of zombies running at them, and they actually get overwhelmed and get killed. The next image we got is of Tank Dempsey. He shows up on his tank. Funny, right? What a pun. But yeah, Tank Dempsey shows up on a tank. He's got an LMG. He pops up, he goes down, he does some work on some of the zombies, and we get a look at Nikolai, who also himself comes in with the Mauser and has an axe that he uses to stab people, and, you know, just like to cut off limbs of the actual zombies, which is pretty cool. And next we get Takeo, and he actually has a sword, and he's cutting zombies up. Does this mean that we're going to get an actual, you know, playable katana or whatever it's called, the little sword thing? We're going to be able to cut zombies apart. That would actually be kind of cool. More like a Dead Rising type thing, but I think it'd be kind of cool if Takeo actually had the option to use his little katana looking thing. But he's looking really badass like always, even in that picture that we had. So moving forward, they actually run into a room, and they meet up. Nikolai, Tank Dempsey, and of course Takeo. They're looking at each other. They don't know who they are, so obviously this is the actual first time they ever meet. It's inside this Group 935 facility where, wouldn't you happen to know, Dr. Richtofen is actually in there already cutting off a zombie's head, trying to figure out what exactly is going on, tinkering with that zombie's head. And then after they see him, they all kind of focus on him and try to get close to him and see what's going on. But before they're able to do that, they actually get visited by the gigantic robot that we're going to be seeing throughout this mission. And throughout the entire time, we just hear a voice that keeps saying, you know, I'm going to tell you, Samantha, the entire story, how it started. So is this Max's? Was that Max's voice? Because we know that there's 4 playable characters. There's Richtofen, Nikolai, Tank Dempsey, and Takiao. But we don't have any actual gameplay of Maxis somewhere being found. Maybe he's somewhere in the map. Maybe he is the one controlling the actual robot and the zombies and everything at this point, and he's telling Samantha what the story is, or maybe even Samantha's in charge. You know, we don't know at this point. All we know is that it's a voice who is telling Samantha that, you know, he's going to tell her the actual story of the origins of how the zombies all happened. Which, again, it could be that Dr. Maxis at this point is trying to save Samantha, and he's telling her all about how it happened, since he is now in complete control and can do whatever the hell he wants. If he wants to waste time doing that, he can. But anyways, guys, that was it for the trailer. It just ends with the giant robot stomping down, and then it ends to the screen. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to slap a like and a favorite. Tell me what you guys think. If you guys find anything else that was interesting, leave it as a comment down below, and we'll see what happens. You know, I'm super excited. We're a week away from the actual release of the actual map. I got the day off from work, like I mentioned in my previous video, so it's going to be pretty cool. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Slap a like and a favorite. And let's start a discussion down in the comment section below. If you guys are new to my channel, or you guys are watching this somewhere else, feel free to check out my channel. It's youtube.com/OGXrays with a ton of the best zombie content you guys will see out there. So definitely check me out. A link will be in the description, as well as an annotation on the screen. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. I'm X-Rays. I'm out. Peace.